Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What up, though? From Chuck E. Cheese to shootouts in the streets. What up?
The fuck is
Chuck E. Cheese, nigga, please.
She just love starting the show with some shit.
Man.
The audience don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Couldn't say Olive Garden got a good salad. He said Chuck E. Cheese.
No, they little shit be a little salty sometimes.
Something wrong with you. That is a great salad. So
They
you're
overdress it though. Like,
I don't like Olive Garden salad like that either.
Yeah, me either. I don't like the olives. That's too much.
Something is wrong with you.
I don't need the
people.
big ass peppercini.
I love them peppercinis.
Give me a couple banana pepper rings if you're gonna
Same
offer
difference.
that.
Same
I know, but why I
difference.
gotta cut it up? Like that's like the Coney Island salads. I hate when they give you that
I eat
salad.
the salad, then I
and
bite
you
the
gotta
joint.
cut all that shit up.
Yeah.
You charge me $15 for this motherfucker. I gotta still cut all my own onions up and my own cucumbers and
A
eggs
chopped
and tomatoes.
salad is like the best thing.
The big salad.
That's
Mac.
heaven. That's heaven.
They chop your shit up for you.
Referee Grill got a good salad though too.
They
That's
still
what's up.
open?
The big salad? Hell yeah.
Dang, I ain't been over
Yep,
there.
that boy's still open. They rocking too. They got some new salads in there.
They got the
Put
new
shrimp in
new.
your shit and all. Okay, what up, though, T-Bar?
What up, though, T?
Just chilling, kicking. They talking about salads and shit.
Yeah, we started off talking about food.
And apparently Chuck E. Cheese got the best number one
Chuck
salad
E.
in the
Cheese,
city.
number one in America.
That's fucked up. We have fall off as a people if that's the case.
Yep.
Number one in America, Chuck E. Cheese. This is the No Chaser podcast, and besides talking about Chuck E. Cheese and salads, we have other things we want to talk about. But first, please let us introduce ourselves. My name is Miss Happy.
I wish you could get rid of this goddamn announcer ass voice. Fuck.
You already know. And over here, next to me, in the black and all black.
This motherfucker. Yes, Mr. Moore supporter. Apparently, I'm gonna be the only sane motherfucker here today.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's straight diabolical at this
If
point.
today was opposite day.
yeah.
That's
Well,
fucked up.
Well,
That's fucked up.
the other black man in black.
Well, I'm in trouble. I guess I'll be on my best behavior today.
you know, we don't have these problems when we just me and you. We don't have this type of shit go on.
They know who to expect bullshit from.
And the lady in blue. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
Good.
Bars.
Ah.
Baby T from the
Woo, woo,
313.
woo,
It's some in these damn cups, I swear.
Don't let that shit go over your head.
Right.
Mimosa.
Get ahead of yourself.
And then we got another man in black. Black man in black. What's up, Black Mark?
What's happening? I'm chilling. Same old shit, them toilet, you know me.
Full of
Another
shit.
day, another no, not actually. No, that would be you, but yeah.
Damn.
Flushing it? Yeah, I flush
I'm not
after.
full of shit. I'm not full of shit. But yeah, we definitely day and shit. Motherfucking another day in Gotham.
Heard that before.
Saving the kids and all of that type of shit.
Gotta save the queen.
Type shit.
I said the kids. I said the kids.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wanna leave the queen out?
She got legs. No, I'm playing.
That bitch get in the boat. Women and children.
Well, today we're speaking about negative situations and positive affirmations, which don't go together. It is what you called.
An oxymoron.
Yes.
A conundrum.
That's not a conundrum, is
I
it?
wanted to say it. I had to do it.
You want them niggas use words that don't know what they mean. It just sound good right
It just
here.
sound good right there.
Process of elimination.
Did you hear?
Put it
You
right there.
hear how I said it too? A conundrum.
I used to work with a nigga like that, and to like doctor to fancy up his sentences, he used to always say, "You know two as well, you know two as well." You were like, "Bro, how many times you gonna say that?"
Two
shit?
as well.
You know two as well. He was like,
Oh.
"Finna go to the store, you know two as well, and then also we gonna probably you know two as well." Like go. And I'm like, "Why the fuck he keeps
What
saying
is
you know
two as well?
I don't know, but now we
Like,
gotta
you
start
know
saying
two
it.
as well." Like it was a complex. I don't know. That's whatever the fuck.
And then again,
He
too.
thought it made him sound smarter. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You know two as well.
And then again, too.
Just listen to him.
This is gonna be some bullshit.
Trying to doctor that.
My dad used to confuse me with a little line, like when he would be mad, you know what I'm saying, and he'd ask you something like, "I told you to damn take the garbage out, did I not?" And I'm like, "Did you not? or did you? Yes, do I say yes or do I say no? Like, did it or didn't it? Like,
Tracy,
I
what up,
guess, like, fuck, man. Like, I'm a kid. Like, you give me too much to think about.
though? That nigga got a lot of whoopings.
Did you not? Yeah. I did.
Listen,
Tell your
I got to
ass
give a
again.
shout out to Ballroom Dre. He called me one day and said, "Hey, here's a subject y'all should use on the podcast." I said, "What?" He said, "Old sayings from back in the day that we never knew what the fuck they meant." So for y'all to hint on that shit right now, it's just crazy.
Really?
Yes.
Is that a conundrum too?
Not this time.
Somebody's got a conundrum too.
You ain't getting it.
Mark, you and I look.
I try to be serious. I started being serious for a moment.
He has that face that, like, when you in class and
Mm-hmm.
everybody laughing, you look at the teacher and like, okay, I'm not gonna laugh no more.
I'm gonna be serious.
Right.
Be serious.
What up, though, Dre?
You make me feel like I'm the fun police and shit.
You get a fine. You get a fine.
Well, we wanted we
No. Start over. Next.
Man, just do it again.
right.
Where my Uno
And-
cards at? Skip.
And look, and so today we wanted to speak on some negative situations that happened over this past weekend. Mr. Moral Support.
Okay.
Please
Damn.
lead us.
You got a flight of steps in your mouth or something?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Goddamn.
Mr. Moral Support believes
It did sound like you was barking.
It's falling down the steps in your mouth and shit.
That was a crazy.
Mr. Moral Support.
That shit made sense.
she gonna keep going.
God damn, you got
Right.
a flight of steps.
Something's going
Oh,
on.
stuttering Sammy over here.
Damn. Miss Jitter.
I was at rehearsal and couldn't remember the words to none of the damn songs. I'm so glad Ike Turner wasn't in that rehearsal.
That's good.
Or Michael Jackson's daddy. He would have beat the shit out you.
Joe Jackson.
Joe
Seen
Jackson.
that one where he actually said the shit during the concert while she was singing? Some shit like, what would you do if I couldn't sing? He said, I beat your ass. Some shit like
Oh,
that.
he said, I'll black your
Yeah,
eyes.
some shit like that.
Hey, look, everybody was like,
And he sung it too, like, I beat your ass.
on key.
Ooh. Oh my God.
To the topic.
So, anyway,
Okay.
So yeah.
Mr. Moral Support, you wanted to touch on this, and we would like to know your initial take. Well, first off, tell us what happened.
Should go to Black Mark for the news.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's
This
go to Black
weekend,
Mark.
over
and
the
then we'll-
weekend, we had
As
an
soon as I
unfortunate
get
situation.
comfortable, I gotta come back up here.
There you
The
go.
nigga
Come
was
on.
the nigga was on the scene.
Right.
Yeah.
He was here.
Mark on the scene.
Oh man, so yeah, we had that situation over there on Rossini and Reno, man, the other night where 20 kids were shot. And two of them did not make it home that night, man. And
That's sad.
Prayers to the
yeah,
family.
it started from what looked like a fight between two girls, and all of a sudden, shots rang out. And it wasn't just shots; it was over 300 shots.
My God.
That was recorded as far as shell casings picked up from the
Damn.
scene the next day. So yeah, that was some heavy
Yikes.
artillery that they let loose. And yeah, I guess an investigation is undergoing right now as far as all of the reasons why and the who's and the what's and shit. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And I don't know if how factual it is, but I heard that DPD came out and said that there's a no block party
It's an ordinance
ordinance.
without a permit. But, you can do something that's confined to the home long as it's, reasonable.
Yeah.
As long as it's not getting out of control, your neighbors ain't complaining, that's cool. And it's, confined to the home in the backyard. Yeah, but other than that, if it's a block party, yeah, you got to go get a permit. And
Yes.
yeah.
That's always been the case, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're supposed to,
But
but
I
right
mean,
Can't
they're
tell
not
black
cracking
people
down
what
on
the
it.
fuck to do.
I mean, and then,
Back when we were younger, we had block clubs.
they
Yep,
had-
we did.
It was more
Organized.
structured.
Organized,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
You can't
crazy.
just have a bunch of, I don't want to call people children.
young,
Yeah, let me
ignorant
see.
individuals.
It's
young-
a bunch of ruckus out
There you
no
go.
matter
There you
how-
go. Come on.
No matter what
You can't
age,
sugar that shit.
No matter what age it is, right?
Yeah.
Because we know it's a bunch of grown ruckus that goes on
Yeah.
around in the crowds in the city too. So you know what I mean.
That's why I said I want to watch what I say. I don't want to come across insensitive here.
I wanted
These are
to say
kids,
a couple
so-
insensitive things, but
Well, yeah.
Well, you're trouble.
Go ahead,
Your
trouble.
name.
Lead the way, good sir.
What you do.
before we get real serious and shit,
Okay, what you want to say?
how terrible of a motherfucking shot that you have to be to have 300 fucking bullets
And you only shot.
and hit. If that was like a nigga shooting from the free throw line, and
So-
you shot 20 for 300.
The No Chaser podcast do not agree with all these views.
I'm not even trying to be funny. This is
It's
just
not
how
that
my brain
we wish
works.
that the accuracy was higher. That's not.
No, I'm not asking for that. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, he wasn't. He
But at
wasn't.
the same time, it wasn't a he. It was a them.
Them had to be
Multiple
them.
shooters.
Them.
Yeah, because when you listen to it, it was sporadic. It was boop, boop, boop.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But-
No, the video that I
They all
seen,
switches.
it was like, yeah.
It was
Because it was the first few, and then it went, brrr, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And there was,
crazy.
and they spent the block 4 times, right? So when they shot, and everybody scattered through the neighborhoods and went to the backyards, right? And the car that was shooting went around the corner, I guess, probably to see if they could find some other people that was running from the scene around. But
Yeah.
then they didn't see anybody, so they spun the block again. So by that time, people were coming back out from behind the houses, and then they shot again. They did that 4 times.
That's
You got to be
ridiculous.
shitting me.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That shit's crazy.
I hope they find you.
I don't understand.
Well, again, another thing is one of the other people from the opposite side that was attending the party. I'm not sure if the shooters was attending the party or not, but somebody from the party was shooting back as well.
Yeah.
So one of the shooters got shot in the leg, and he's actually in custody right now. So you know what I'm saying? That's one of possibly 3 shooters, because I don't see 2 people letting off 300 shots. It was probably 3 people with 100 rounds apiece. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Be amazed. Be amazed.
Well, if they were spinning the block like that, I can
That as well.
understand.
So, yeah, definitely was multiple.
That again,
Makes
that again,
sense.
that again,
Yeah.
that again, right?
So, this is supposed to be, from what I hear, possibly gang violence,
Gang related.
gang related.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not against these thugs. I mean, not against these thugs. I am against these thugs. I'm not against.
yeah.
I'm really not against thugs too much. You know,
But what's
I
the
grew up
difference
on
between a
Tupac.
thug and a
But I
gangster?
am against these gangsters.
What's the difference?
They spin the rock 4 times.
Shut up. Get out.
She said, "I'm not against rap. I'm
We're
not
out.
against rappers.
By
I didn't
Aaron
wanna
I'm
against
put-
these
against those
thugs.
thugs."
You know,
I didn't wanna put
you know
the
what's
rap in
crazy
there.
though? It's even if that's even worse if it's gang related, because that just shows you
Yeah.
how far these gangs have gotten away from their own culture, because the majority of the people that got shot was females. From that list I saw, it was like maybe 4 or 5 guys. The rest of them was females between like 19 and 27, like young females too.
The oldest people
It was
there
just
was
shooting
probably about
girls.
20 years old.
Yeah,
So,
it was just a
That's
bunch
another
of
thing I
bunch
was
of
gonna
chicks
say,
that got shot. So
you dudes shooting up.
yeah,
girls,
yeah,
Right,
gang,
like-
like what kind of gang
Type
niggas
of
shoot a
coward
bunch
is
of?
you?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Well,
at
we
least
have
back-
a lot of Fruity Pebble type
wow.
stuff going on.
Okay.
Too.
yeah, but I feel like it's just a bunch of misguided little niggas for real.
I agree.
There ain't no more big homies.
'Cause I mean-
a lot of the big homies act like little niggas now too, though. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like
I
a
mean?
lot of them still be
and-
on the same
and
knucklehead
and
shit.
as opposed to encourage him to do something good, or knowing that ain't
Come on.
you ain't about that life, and buying your ass a basketball in a rim, right, and go telling your ass to go in the backyard and practice and keep
Yeah.
your ass in school.
Yeah.
You telling these young niggas to go get a bag, or in fact giving them the bag and giving them a time limit to flip it and give it back to you. Like you
Yeah,
encouraging
Yeah.
bullshit.
and then
right?
and then a lot of that shit used to be checked. Now it's encouraged. Now
Yeah.
they salute the person that's doing
A lot of
nut
these
ass
shooters-
shit like that. They give them nicknames and make them feel good, a badge of honor for you doing some nut ass shit, instead of checking your little ass. Cause who
The
the
real
fuck?
OGs back then, they used to check you and
They
say, "Hey,
would,
listen,
they
nigga,
would.
finish
Yeah,
school.
them niggas would've
Get the fuck up out of here.
disappeared.
Don't be like,
Shoot a
nigga."
bunch
Or
of
the OG would
girls.
check them like, "Nigga, listen, you
I
shooting
don't
at
want to
girls?"
see you around
A
here
lot of
no
these
more.
shootings is kind of like gang initiations in a way too. You know what I mean? Because you got to go out there and do something to prove your loyalty. You know what I mean? And it's been plenty of situations like that. Do y'all know? Everybody know a rapper named Jordan Lucas, right?
Yeah.
So there was a song when he first came out
I know
called
the one
Ross
you're talking
Cappuccioni, right? And I almost interviewed this white boy, because the thing about it is, when I first heard that song, I was so intrigued about, like, because it said true story. I looked it up and found out that he was actually from Detroit. So I found him on Facebook, and I hit him up and I talked about it. He's not in Detroit right now, but Yeah, he was if you know the story, it's the story about a boy who moved to a new neighborhood and went to a new school and made his first friend, and that first friend just so happened to been trying to join a gang, and he was trying to get initiated, and his initiation was to kill somebody. So he chose this new white boy that just came to the school to befriend and kill him.
Damn.
Right, and he tried to, but he didn't succeed. But and that's the story. If you go listen to the song "Joyner Lucas, Ross Capichione," you'd be amazed at not only the song and how fucking in depth he wrote it, but just the story in itself. You know what I mean? It's crazy, and it hit right close to home like that. And it's like you contrast that versus all of these shootings with no resolve to them, or you don't know why it happened. It's like, well, damn, maybe this is, maybe part of the reason why a lot of this shit is happening in the city.
Yeah.
Is the city that jacked up? Because I always say it's not that bad.
Well, not being funny, you don't live in the city.
I don't live in the city now, but I'm just asking. That's why I asked the question. So don't do that.
No, you stay the facts here. You can't say
Right.
it ain't that bad if you're not here.
And that's why I ended it. See, comprehension.
It's okay. It's okay. It's relaxed.
Because I always say it's not that bad, but is it that bad?
Yes.
So for those who live in the city, what is it that's going on that you see that's just, I guess, that you feel like it's not going to turn around no time soon, or it could turn around?
It could turn around, but it's going to take the work of everybody. Just like they used to tell you that it takes a village. It takes that same village, to help and try to redirect them. But we have fell into the little mindset of, it ain't my business, I ain't worried about it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then they turn a blind eye until it's
Right.
one of theirs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they want everybody to step in. Yeah.
And we only getting so much help from the police. It's I think they're definitely still undermanned. That's why even with that situation, you've seen a lot of state boys there because Detroit needs the help. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like they're worried about the wrong things and I focused on the right things. It's like how many
Understaffed in a lot of areas.
Yes.
That situation alone showed that because the amount of police officers was there, they actually said it out loud in public that there was so many officers there that it was hard to get resources to other areas that needed it in regards to police situations because there was no units available, right? Or even when you contrast that over to the hospitals,
they had to shut the ER down.
St. John Hospital was so overwhelmed with kids that was coming in with gunshot wounds that they had to redirect some of them to Beaumont and Grosse Pointe.
That's crazy.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's sad. It's ridiculous. And I'm not quite sure how we end this because I don't even understand why so many young. I mean, like they're really young.
Well,
Very much so.
It's a the problem is an octopus. It's There's a lot of arms to that problem. So there's a lot of different things that you would have to tackle at the same time to completely solve it. But at the core of it, is these young people out here with nothing to do.
I agree.
So I feel like one big part of the solution would be to give these kids something to do, find things that they're actually interested in, and put together programs that they can involve themselves in and be motivated and inspired to do something positive as opposed to getting their hands and heads into the bullshit that they're getting into out here. You know what
But
I'm
you see, even with them programs, like the root of those programs, the things that make those programs productive is the leadership. It's leadership inside those programs.
Yeah.
So the problem is the lack of leadership. You know what I'm saying? You could put them motherfuckers in the army. If ain't no leadership in it, they still gonna be. They're gonna come home the same people. So it's really a lack of leadership. I when I have conversations, I like to listen to older people talk. I hang around a lot of older people. I listen to elders when they talk. The problem is there's not enough of them speaking.
True.
So I mean, who the fuck they gonna listen to?
Well,
They talking to each other. They listen to each other. They mamas is 15, some of them 13, 14 years older than them. Their
That's
grandmamas is 20, 30 years older. So I mean, it's not a lot of leadership. It's not a lot of knowledge being passed around. It's not a lot of accountability. Everybody that's tapped into this no snitch culture, and you got to think about it. Now it's 20 some people's families in grief right now, and ain't nobody saying nothing.
yeah, that's
That ain't gonna ever fix the problem. That's not gonna stop a nigga from spending the block a fifth time. Shit, they know ain't nobody gonna say shit.
right.
I'd pop a nigga too if I knew a nigga wasn't gonna say shit. I mean, you know how often do you bump into people on a daily basis where you feel like that's probably the way to solve that problem. I'm gonna just pop this nigga, but I don't want nobody to say nothing.
Then it's a revolving door.
It's a
right?
cycle, yeah.
It's a cycle
Yeah.
because whoever did whatever, there's people who know who did it.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you ain't
then
gonna say
they
shit.
gonna go and spin around on their block. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so now you got even more people dead.
Eric agrees and say, I think music plays a big part.
I agree.
Yeah,
No guidance at home, right? I mean, we see, like, and then it's like, you know, I ask,
Absolutely.
you know, the great Dick Gregory this before he passed away, and Sexy Red is a perfect example of why I asked this question. I mean, as far as, I asked him, did he feel like the hip hop culture was imitating, you know, black culture in real life, or was black culture, is art imitating life, or is life imitating art nowadays? And Sexy Red is like the pinnacle of that. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, is she imitating what women do and are in the streets,
Yeah.
or is women in the streets imitating what she is?
Yeah. But
I
she-
think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think she's just a representation of what we have in the streets. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
she's.
I don't think it's the majority, because before Sexy Reds and the Sukianas and all, you know, you still had
Suki
your
with a good coochie.
Okay.
you still had the ratchetness, but when you get to the point where that's who you are, that's you, like you, and you try to out ratchet each other, it's
Yeah.
like, come
Right.
on now.
Out ratchet each other.
That's
the
crazy.
problem.
Yeah, but you know what though? When I was little, I think the problem still, like you said, it stems from home, because I mean you shouldn't be looking up to somebody, some celebrity, more than the people in your household. Like, our role models used to live with us. We used to have fathers, mothers, grandparents, big uncle. Everybody had a favorite uncle, auntie, people we looked up to,
Yeah.
people who set positive examples for us and to lead and follow in, and we aspired to be them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a favorite uncle that was a firefighter, you probably wanted to be a fucking firefighter at one
Right.
point. But now everybody uncle is selling crack, and everybody auntie selling pussy.
Oh no!
It's not crack no more.
You know what
though.
I'm saying? Well, you know what I mean.
I thought they were
Designer
selling
drugs.
plates.
Pills, all
Look,
kind
I
of shit.
thought they were selling plates.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but it's just a different time, and like I said, it's a lack of leadership. Like
It is.
I look at our people sometimes, and I just be extremely disappointed, like in the direction and path that we'd headed to. Like, we not. It used to be a time. It used to be a time though.
Like, we inspired to be the
Yeah.
Sexy Reds and the
Yeah.
what's the other nigga name from CMG?
I don't
The
know that
Waukesha nigga.
Oh,
Yep.
His name Waukesha.
Moneybag.
Moneybag Yo and Sexy Red and shit.
you knew what he was
Everybody,
going
I mean,
for.
Yeah, but it used to be a time where we could blame that shit on white people. We used to be able to say they
We
was.
can't.
We used to be able to say they was the detriment.
Because
We doing it on our own this time. We on
Man,
autopilot.
This shit is no hands, boy. We out
Yeah.
here slapping the shit out ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is
you know
crazy.
you know about the Willie Lynch letter. I mean, and it just implemented what we doing to ourselves.
Yeah.
It put it on us, and it's such a machine that now we're running
We're
it
running.
ourselves.
We're running the system.
Yeah.
We're running the machine that's killing our own selves. Basically.
Right.
We're fueling it ourselves.
I think it's dumb as
So
a
we-
And
motherfucker.
we know it. See, we're talking about it right now. We even know it, and we still
Yeah.
can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's because like you said, it's leadership. He said it takes a village. And I read on talking about social media, but somewhere on social media I read, you know, back in the day they said it took a village, but what about today when the village is retarded?
Yeah.
Somebody said, I forget who.
It was a pastor.
Yeah, a pastor.
Yeah, pastor
But
said
he
that.
ain't wrong.
Right.
Bitch, have you been into a whole household and you looking at everybody and you like,
All these motherfuckers dumb.
yeah, something wrong with all of y'all.
No wonder why the kids chewing on crayons and shit.
Let me tap into the comments for 2 seconds. You know, someone said on there, there's plenty of resources out here, but there's nobody trying to tap into them. I agree. Then someone also spoke and said that it's kids raising kids. I agree there too. I knew a woman with kids who, her kids they outright just bad. But one of the kids said to somebody else, our mama taught us to get down on anybody.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a while.
Whoa.
Meek Mill said that shit in the song. He said, kids learn how to fight before they learn how to write. It's crazy because you
You
see
gotta
that all the time. Look, kid being a
If
diaper.
somebody
you
hit you, hit
be,
them
come
back.
On, you be, come on, man. Psh, psh, psh,
Instead of
you know what
showing
I mean?
them flashcards and, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
You gotta do both.
teaching them multiplication at 2.
But you know what? We have people who wants to chime in via the phone line. If we can put the phone line up, that would be awesome. But yeah, we talk about leadership. So how do we start the leadership? Because at the end of the day, we're the leaders, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, we're all over 25.
Yeah, it's gonna have to come from that. I mean, but it's the people who got common sense don't have enough influence. Like
Right.
people like like the J. Cole's, or look how Kendrick Lamar talk about positive shit all the time, or he say shit to force people to think. People didn't start listening until he started getting ignorant and started talking nigga shit. When he started acting like a nigga, made a nigga diss song, all of a sudden everybody love that nigga.
Everybody dancing in the streets.
But when he was talking all of that
Yeah.
that powerful black power shit, all that use your mind, that influential shit, like niggas weren't listening to Kendrick Lamar then. You know what I'm saying? When Kanye West used to talk about that shit, niggas weren't listening to Kanye. Kanye started talking that nigga shit. Then the niggas,
Now you crazy.
you know what I mean? The niggas started open
Let's
niggas
get a
ears.
crazy nigga.
Yeah, niggas got a need, like a habit for ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
feed off of it.
yeah, motherfucker.
What's going on, caller? Who's this and where you calling from? Caller, are you there? Can you hear? What's happening?
I can hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear.
hear
What's
you. How
happening?
you doing?
Hey, y'all, what's going on?
What up, though?
I see y'all talking about something that really needs to be talked about, which is really dope. And a lot of these things happen because people they need to be more occupied. We have too much time on our hands. You know what I'm saying? When
That's what I say, the kids gotta
you
need
think
something
about
to do.
it, exactly. When all the parents do is we work, you know what I'm saying? We focus on paying bills. We don't have time to even research what we're learning. It's kind of like an automatic thing. It's like, okay, so this is what they want us to learn. We're going to learn it, da-da-da-da. We don't go into the details, or we don't figure out what we're learning, where it's coming from. And what we really need to realize is that there is an attack on melanated people.
Yep.
There is an attack on original people.
Yep.
And we have to understand who really has the influence over us. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that consumes anything over and over and over again will eventually start to believe it. So if they control who the artists are, who are always being in the forefront, if they're controlling what the movies are about, if they're controlling what the series are about, if they're controlling what we put into, the educational systems, and then we have to think, well, wait, ain't these the same people that put us in slavery? Aren't these the same people? So how do we think that the degrees that they're giving us, even though we're making money, even though we can live how we want to live, even though this is a land of the free, and as long as you're qualified, you can obtain any position that there is to obtain, we have to look deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? So what is the true distraction? Why would my slave master, my oppressor, give me an opportunity to advance myself? So even though we can make money, even though we have degrees and we can be doctors and doctorates, let me say this, you have doctors who are telling people that herbs are bad for you.
Yeah.
Most doctors will
bastards.
tell you that herbs are bad for you. So with them telling this, is like, well, damn, do you really have my interest at heart? And let me just say this. I love it. Black people are brilliant, or melanated people, I don't like to use the term black, excuse me. Melanated people are brilliant. And the reason why they have to go so hard is to keep us down. They not worried about nobody else on this earth. They ain't worried about no Asians. They ain't worried about no Indians. They ain't worried about no Hispanics. They worried about the niggas taking off the rose-colored glasses. You got niggas competing and stunting on each other and fucking over each other to say, I got my slave master's degree. I can work at my slave master's job, and then I can push my slave master's agenda. So the thing about that is, when we grow up, they tell us doctors, lawyers, police officers, and I'm going to tell all of y'all, all of that shit is some bullshit. Because, again, the doctors are not giving us the information we need to heal ourselves, but only to remain dependent into a fucked up medical system, excuse my French.
Yeah.
The teachers are giving us false information. They're not teaching us real history. They're not giving us real information that we can benefit from. They're only giving us information to perpetuate the cycle.
Yeah.
They're only giving us information so that we can continue to keep shooting ourselves, so that we can continue to try to be like Sexy Red or 42 Doug, and we want to wear what they wearing. We want to do what they doing. We looking at other niggas that's not looking at that shit like they weird because they want something different. You know what I'm saying? You looking at a motherfucker who ain't got on designer from head to toe because they have decided that they are not going to be working just to keep up with other people, to try to say that, hey, this is what I have. You know what I'm saying? We're all beating down each other to be like, yeah, the master thinks I do good, or my oppressor approves because I got a degree, I got my license, you know what I'm saying? I pay my taxes. And again, all of that shit, when you really, really know, is some bull crap. Okay? And I do want to say this. People need to look into nationality. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between being a United States citizen and then actually being tied to the land that you live on. So a lot of that, when people kind of go into that, they might start uncovering some things. I don't want to hold y'all for too much longer, but we really have to look into that. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand why they're trying to keep us oppressed. And the first thing we need to stop doing is consuming their education. Because when we consume what they tell us to consume, we become who they want us to be. And that's all I'm going to say. You got to think about that coming from the people who created the laws and put you in slavery.
What's your name?
Thank you.
So, yeah. I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you.
Hey,
Shout out, Jessica.
no problem. I love that y'all doing this.
Thank you.
Definitely. I like a lot of the points she was touching on too. I
Yeah.
think one of the points that she failed to touch on was religion, because just the same oppressor she was speaking on is the same oppressor that gave us that Bible.
True.
That's the
They
reason
used
why
to use religion
that's
to
the-
control us.
That's the reason why niggas still sitting around waiting for God to come back and save them. And all this stupid shit.
God got me. Do we?
I'm gonna keep praying. I hate when a nigga tell me pray about it. Pray about it, nigga. Fuck out my face.
I
with
almost
this.
pushed you in the face.
Nigga, that shit finna get turned off tomorrow, nigga. You pray about it. Nigga, that don't work like that. I get it, but no, I'm joking. But seriously though, I mean that's a part of oppression. Like, you know what I'm saying? That limits you to a certain way of thinking. It limits your mind. You know what I'm saying? And your capabilities too. If you sitting around waiting on help forever, when you gonna get out and make a change? You sitting around waiting for somebody to come save you. You know what I'm saying?
And it's how, and we'll jump off of it because I don't want nobody to go in there. But it's how the quote unquote religions are being taught under the umbrella of oppression. And I hate when I go into a church and I hear a pastor teach condemnation and what do you call it, bondage. Like, we got liberty. So when we gonna teach
Bondage.
that? You know what I'm saying?
I knew it was coming.
That's just freaky. Bondage. In the church, you went to T.D. Jakes' church. She in Bishop T.D. Jakes' church. Have you ever been swallowed?
Swallowed.
Have you ever been bondaged and swallowed?
Swallowed in bondage.
On the bottom. Wait a minute.
So listen, y'all. I kind
Swallowed.
of agree, but I don't at the same time.
Come on, bring it.
Come on with it.
And I only say that because
What Jessica was talking about? Because we was just
the religion part of it.
okay.
There is a huge part of me that understands that it does come from our oppressor, but there's also a part of me that understands that it was also Christianity or God that kind of brought a lot of us through, like during the civil rights movement.
But you had to have a real relationship.
That's the key, and I think that's what a lot of people lack.
They miss it, but that's what I was touching on. We touching on is that it's so diluted, and they're teaching oppression and bondage in the church.
They are.
If you sit and listen to some of these pastors, they are.
Because Christianity is
Yeah.
basically whitewashed African spirituality.
Absolutely,
That's the reason why
yeah.
we were led. And
Yeah.
I mean, it helped us because we were still connected to our original source. But at the same time,
Like
Yeah,
diluted.
because people were still practicing hoodoo while they were going to church.
See what I'm saying? Right? So
You say hoodoo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Not voodoo.
Yeah, not voodoo. Hoodoo actually they use psalms to
I didn't know that.
But yeah, but that's the problem. So people who supposed to have faith don't really have faith because they're disconnected.
yeah.
They're completely disconnected.
Yeah.
So, but once again, I don't want to stay on that too long because we don't want to battle it out. That's a whole nother situation.
Part
but
2.
I feel you. But yeah, even with the kids don't have nothing to do, it's true because I remember, because I did grow up in the hood, Derek. I stayed in Detroit for majority of my life.
She grew up in the mean streets of Southfield.
Right.
In Lathrop Village.
Yeah, no, I moved out, and I'm glad I moved out because
They
I
had
get to
reindeer
raise
gangs
my
out there and
child. Yeah, I get to raise my child where I live now in an area where he sees more than just what happens in the city.
They told
He
you to
sees
put them
more.
chips down.
Put them damn chips
You know
down.
what I'm saying? He greedy. He ain't.
They tired of hearing your bad crinkle in the
Who said that?
microphone.
But when you don't know any better, you're not gonna
Cut this nigga
strive.
the mic off.
You can feed a Derek for $1 a day.
His mic off. He don't even know.
I'm on mic punishment and shit.
But if you don't know any better, it's kind of, unless you're a real dreamer and you just believe that there's something more than that, you're going to be consumed with what's in front of you.
Yeah.
How can I get the best of what's in front of me right now? Because you don't know that there's bigger. It's so much more out there. And so
There are programs out there. There's not as much as they used to be back when we were growing
it's
up.
not.
Because they lack the leadership to implement, to run them.
And the
Yeah,
parents gotta
that
And you
part.
know what?
put
And
the
you know
kids
what?
in the program.
And yes, you make a good ass point about the leadership, right?
Yeah.
Because I go ahead and put it out there now because I'm not affiliated with this company no more. But Job Corps Detroit, goddamn.
You spoke on it. Yeah.
Right? I'm setting up my podcast media production workshops with Job Corps. Right? 2 months into the program, they have to shut not only my program down, but every program that the kids have, like every not vocational, what is it, trade skill program that they have. Why do they have to shut it down, ladies and gentlemen?
You know why?
Because the head of the financial department got caught stealing the damn money
Ego.
that
Dun,
was
dun,
allocated,
dun.
to the damn program from the government. So you stealing the damn kids' money.
They steal a lot.
Yeah.
So even when
Them
we
motherfuckers
have
need
the
to be shot.
programs- So even when they do have the programs, we have corrupt ass leadership that not
Yep.
only maybe can't be in place to carry out the leadership
Yep.
needed to, to teach the programs, but then the people in place to allocate and distribute the money,
It's stealing.
they putting it in their pocket,
Yeah.
stealing from the kids,
Taking trips and shit.
taking
Nah.
trips and shit.
And these
crazy.
kids don't
Speaking of
have.
the Bible, that's when you gotta chop people hands
I
off.
said, you know, I'm just gonna
Go back to biblical days.
I'm
We're gonna
just
stone you,
come up with
nigga.
my own media
Somebody
production
chopping
curriculum and come up with some contracts and find somewhere with my own classroom and just teach it my damn self. 'cause
You
I'm trying to
definitely
go
can
through-
do
You can
that.
do that.
Go through a
It
third
should be
party,
done. It
you
will
know
be
what I'm
done,
saying?
honestly.
Like, you know what I mean? You can eliminate the middleman because it's too much rigmarole.
And if we get a big enough grant, you could pay me $25 an hour. I'll be your secretary. Thank you.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Hey, I always got to put my bid in. I need to get that
She,
money.
Hey, man,
she didn't
that's
say.
no, yeah, I'm
She didn't say I could be a.
nigga.
Look, she didn't say I could be a vocal coach. She said, I'll be your secretary.
Happy is definitely
He knows
on the
you can't
radar.
be a vocal
I mean,
coach.
y'all know we still got the whole media complex on the horizon, man. So
Let's ride.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into our next subject. Our next subject is about positive affirmations and what would you like to hear from people around you, people that you care about. Go with it, Happy. This you.
Yeah, I chose this because I think a lot of times, even with us sitting around, we joke, we crack jokes on each other, you know what I'm saying? And you never know what somebody's going through. And I just was really curious on what it is that you want to hear more of. And what led me to this, my my buddy I sing with in my band, yesterday he told me something that just kind of threw me off. It was a good thing, but it threw me off because he was like, yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we asked you to do this. That's why we asked you to do that. Because we know you able to draw the crowd in. You able to do this. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself as he's talking, he's giving me all these affirmations. I didn't really know how to accept it because in my mind, I'm like, really? Really? He said, yeah. That's why we always be like, yeah, you can do this. You do that. You do it. You do it. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, because sometimes I'm like, I just think y'all just putting it off on me. No, we just.
I just thought y'all was some lazy ass niggas.
You want to make me do all the work. Go on, Happy, you do it.
You're dependable, Happy. That's what they're trying to tell you in so many words. You're dependable.
Yeah, but it was just good to hear. I was like, well, that's really encouraging because
Yeah.
even though I'm used to being out in front of people talking, I still have a bit of stage fright from when I was a little girl. And sometimes a little girl come up and I'd be like, "Whew, wait a minute." But I opened up my mouth and I kind of let stuff flow. But it was a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a couple of more affirmations earlier today about some other stuff, and I'm like, what? Yeah. So it just kind of made me think about that. Like we could talk about negative stuff, but I wanted to end it on a good note.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So encouraging words.
I think a positive affirmation, and I think all men would like to hear, is thank you. I appreciate you.
Come on now. Even if it's just for you opening the door from somebody, walk right past you, motherfucker.
Man, because listen, we live in an era where so much shit is just expected.
The entitlement
is not appreciated.
Man,
it's not appreciated.
I grew up on Bernie. Like, please and thank you took you a long motherfucking way when I was a little kid. Like, they had a little song, the bitches was the magic words. And I feel like I used to get complimented a lot when I was a child because of my mannerism, like how polite I was and how respectful I was as a child. That shit is no longer. That shit null and void.
You make me disown my own shit that I grew up with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got to kind of
take it as you can get it. Raw and uncut.
What I'm saying? So it's crazy because and I appreciate you can go a long way. That'll keep a person encouraged. You know what I'm saying? And it'll keep a person motivated to want to continue to do things for you.
Yeah.
But it's the sense of entitlement is the reason why.
Yeah, it's a killer. Ain't it?
Yeah, that's where
crazy.
division comes from.
Yeah.
That's when a person want to get away from you. I don't give a fuck how much you love or like a person. Like, when a person feels entitled, like you supposed to do something, I ain't supposed to do a bitch ass thing.
Motherfucker.
I ain't supposed to do shit but stay black and die. That's it. But I think that's good.
Yeah. I think
short and simple.
I think we should have an affirmation week, not affirmation day. And let's start with just saying thank you to those who are around us that mean something to us. Even if you can't remember the last time they did something. If they in your face, just say thank you. There's something about them that keep them around. But a thank you does go a long way. And I want to thank all of y'all just for being here.
On God.
We thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
thank
as well.
you
I
beautiful black people.
Appreciate you all coming.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They're right.
You can do it.
Thank y'all for having me over here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for
cool.
coming.
You're
welcome. Appreciate that.
Not like that.
Hey, no, damn that.
Huh?
You ever got up and told a woman, thank you for coming?
See,
Did you?
Did you hear what I said?
Did you?
I said not
I
like
probably
that.
should.
I knew it was coming.
You should.
That's not the affirmation.
eager
we're
enough
talking
to
about.
do it.
You have your version, I have mine. I'm saying though, because listen, she be like, thank you. You be like, thank you for coming. She
You
be
could
like,
have been anywhere in the world.
but you came here with me. Let's go.
Can we get a real affirmation? Out of you?
I got an affirmation. One of Kendrick Lamar's bars from what is it? They ain't like us.
They
Damn
ain't
it.
like us.
Don't
Certified
start
lover
stuttering.
boy, certified pedophile.
Hey, all of my friends are of age.
That nigga say, what? Mark, fuck
I
him
love
up.
that. I love that. That's my favorite part. I may not be able to say any other phrase in there, but I know when that part comes
Listen,
up.
another one, and I seen
And
this
another
on like a some kind of like it had to be like some black empowerment type shit, but they was teaching you how to look in the mirror and talk to yourself and let yourself know that you are enough.
Yes.
Because that's where I feel like that's where stupid people come from, right? This is where stupid people come from.
Okay.
People who try to like fit in, like you know, like
Trying to be
cheerleaders, like or like a dick sucking ass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, like people
Oh,
like that.
okay.
They try to fit in and be somebody else because they feel like them
They're
in their
not
own
enough.
skin isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough to be you, or it's not cool enough to be you. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched that little balloon pop show, right? And this one nigga came out and he was you could just feel he had a lame energy. He was hi, my name's Charleston or some shit like that, and everybody
Winston.
pop the shit, right? And they asked him about his job, and he was like a fraud account executive, and he was like, I basically just go through accounts, and I want to make sure
I
that.
seen that.
Yeah,
But he didn't look bad.
He wasn't a
just-
bad looking guy, but it was
he
just his
just-
aura was just
Yeah, but he looked like a guy
Yeah.
that you would feel safe going out
facts.
with.
But he was one of them guys that's into like he into like anime and like video games and probably hand jobs and shit like that. It just seemed like
If they
one of
giving
them
each
kind
other
of
hand
guys.
jobs, it's okay.
Like he had one of them kind of auras, but a person like that, you still got to understand that even in that skin that you in, it's enough in your own space, in your own way.
Yeah.
You don't have to pretend to be nobody else. You ain't got to be Sexy Red. You don't have to be Moneybag Yo. You don't have to be LeBron James. Nigga, it's okay to be Bronny. He suck. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
He only lasted 1 day on the team. They didn't even put him on the bench already.
You know what I mean?
You're out of here. You're nothing like your dad. You play like your mom. Go sit down somewhere. Glorified water boy. Bop, bop, bop.
Certified water boy. That's crazy.
So do you all affirm yourselves? And so what?
I do.
affirmations-
I do.
What affirmations do you use?
Me? I tell myself, you're okay and you're going to be all right. You can do it. Things is not as hard as it seems. God got you, so you got this. And I tell myself that on a regular basis because stuff gets hard. Yeah. Like, if it was not for the fact that I'm spiritually strong, man, I would have probably checked off this planet a long time ago. Like, you know what? I'm out of here. It's too much.
Yeah.
But, and that's just being real.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who do check out because they don't have that instilled within them that it's okay. Even when times get hard, in the midst of it all, it's still all right. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, eventually, when you live long enough, you realize things eventually just work itself out. It kind of work itself out. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to hang on in there, you know, and it's all right.
Y'all remember where, I think it was like I forgot what radio station it was. Every morning, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock, they used to play the song, Jesus Will Work It Out. I would be on my way to school with whoever in that song get to play. I'm like, wait a minute, he gonna work it out?
He gonna work
That's
it
what he
out.
gonna do? Get the gym, and I'm like, okay.
Trying to figure it out.
Right, see, yeah. And look, and they break down get crazy.
Work it out, work it out. Didn't it work it out? Work it out.
See?
Oh,
Okay,
my goodness.
all right.
All right. Well, what's one of your favorite affirmation affirmation that you would love to hear more of? So we could tell you right now.
You are cared and you are loved.
Aw, you
That's
are
dope.
cared for and loved.
That's dope.
Definitely.
That's
Even
dope.
though you won't give me a hug. Give me a hug.
See? It's always the one.
I don't need your love. I don't need your love. I don't want it.
He sat right here and laughed. I tried to give him some love.
You know-
Hey, that's dope though. I had that shit happen to me over the weekend. That's what I was telling you about. My brother had fuck around it just out the blue. We was watching a fight. I go over to his house every Saturday. It's like our little routine and shit.
Yeah.
It's like our little. It's become our
Bonding.
every Saturday we sit down and we watch the fights together. Me, my brother, my cousins, we all come together, have a little powwow. And I said we watched like 12 fucking fights. We watched 24 men beat the fuck out of each other for however long. It's a 36-minute fight per fight type shit. Like we just watching these niggas beat the shit out of each other, and then at the end of the
Satch had
fight,
a good question for you.
at the
Morris
end of the
Boy.
fight,
Oh,
the nigga
fuck.
said, the nigga told me, he looked at me, he said, "Hey, bro, I love you, man." And I was confused a little bit because he was drunk and just kind of came off the blue. Mind you, it wasn't that kind of environment where niggas are just like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas were just beating each other up. And he said that shit, and I ain't gonna lie, it made me feel good on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it do just kind of, you know, to touch on what you said, it do kind of just feel good to hear that shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfucker be like, man, I love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have to say it. I mean, like, if your family, your friends, people as close to you, I am not saying you got to say it every day. I'm a weirdo, so I will tell people that I'm close to who don't have a problem with it, like, you know, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Before I
Yeah.
get off the phone. I don't know when the last time I'm going to see you or talk to you
Facts.
because we
Facts.
lose so many people.
Every
so I
day.
don't, man.
For no reason. Yeah.
So I don't mind saying I love you. I honestly
Same.
don't. Like,
Yeah.
I love all y'all.
Facts.
I love you niggas.
We love you too.
I'm the same way. I affirm my friends and family as much as I can.
Yeah.
Tell you I love you and tell you how great you are.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
I love giving compliments.
Me
now,
too.
I want to give men more compliments.
Yeah.
Men make compliments sometimes weird as hell. Now, ladies, can you attest to this? You know, it's hard to just walk up to a man and be like, you know what? You look really nice today.
I know.
Well,
Well, damn.
but not like that. That'd be
You are
looking.
cared and you are loved and you are conceited.
I've never.
But yeah, you know, you can give a man a compliment in the most sincere form, and that's when you know he's stalking you. Like,
like, bro,
So you
I'm
said I
not
look
flirting.
cute.
I know, right? so you want me tonight?
So
like, no.
what we gonna do? I'm like, huh? Wait, what?
Like, so yeah, it's just kind of awkward. But I would love if a lot of guys wasn't so weird. I would give guys more compliments. But as a woman, I do give women compliments
All the time.
You
It's
know
so
what I'm saying?
fun.
It is.
But what?
Might be the gay part of it is crazy.
I couldn't even get my statement out. Like, whoa, wait a minute. And I was about to say,
we could be having a good, healthy, serious conversation.
and there's a hump in the road, literally.
Here come the spring.
You gotta have balance, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have
There's
balance.
a yin to a yang.
You know, it can't be too hot
So,
and heavy.
so how do you take it when a woman approach you like, so you said I look nice?
No, I haven't had that.
You said a woman
Yeah.
approach her?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't had that.
After she give her a compliment, like, oh, you smell nice. She be like, oh, thank you.
You done walked in the church
Yeah,
and showed you my husband.
Woo!
Looking good today, girl. And what you said?
No, I've had women hit on me, but I haven't had a woman hit on me because I gave her a compliment. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
I thought that's what he was asking. Like, no, I haven't had that. Women would, if a woman just want to hit on you.
So
they'll
that
just hit
happens,
on
like you just give it you a compliment and she just flirt with you and shit. Like, hey, how you doing? And let's bump coochies and shit. It just go like
Let's
that.
scissor.
No, I'm saying I've never had that happen.
She be like,
I
you're a bit
literally
swallowed.
never had that.
That look exciting. Look at her. Listen.
Listen. Her eyes drew right down.
Appalled.
Oh,
Right,
were
well,
you?
shit, let's
Okay, yeah, right.
bump
So
coochies.
thin
Not
line
that
between
quick.
excited and appalled.
I'm not gonna lie. If a girl like giving me a compliment, I'll be like, all right, now I'm gay for real. Don't.
She gonna turn around like, me too. You like, oh shit. Chemistry.
I like shit for reals. Mm-hmm. Now we can
I'm
do this
waiting
the
on you.
easy
to
way.
know, right?
Or the
Or we
hard
can do
way.
this the hard way.
The choice is yours. I want you, and I'm gonna have you twice.
The coochie warrior.
Ooh, the coochie warrior.
The coochie crook.
Not the crook. What?
Act like you're stealing it.
Yeah, because that dude's name was the booty warrior on the jail.
No,
I know
I'm
where you
talking
got
about
it from.
I'm talking about some of the crook. It was like, she ain't got to be a coochie crook. You go to jail for that.
That's if she tell.
Donald Trump didn't.
No, no mercy.
He
Yeah,
did
just-
not.
Not.
Yeah, he just grabbed
He
it.
did not.
He only grabbed the pussy.
That's stealing.
He gave it back.
It was unconsensual
He returned it.
or non-consensual.
Let's get back to the affirmations. We're going downhill. You mentioned Trump and goes downhill from there.
Ooh, look at the algorithm.
Right.
Went down.
Right. We're going to have to have some white followers in a minute.
I'm just saying. If the
I
president.
think we got one or two in there. Shut up.
No, I'm talking, well, not them. Those are the cool ones.
Yeah.
Yes. Mark.
Yes.
Yes, what affirmation would you like to hear more of, sir?
Shit.
That's it?
Well.
No, that's not it. You know, I can't. I know I have one, but it's not on the tip of my brain right now. As far as an affirmation, I just like to know that I'm doing right by my kids, man. I like my sons to, you know, to feel like, how can I say it? You know, I just don't want to feel like my sons to feel like I felt when I was a kid and my dad wasn't around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that they are whole. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me whole. That makes me feel good. So.
Well, I want to say job well done, Mark.
Yeah.
Can I say that to you?
I appreciate it.
Because you know what? It means a lot to kids, and that not that I'm a kid anymore, but they want us around. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate the fact that we're there, and you're there, you're present. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I mean, what immediately led me to that, because I'm thinking about the last affirmation that I had that made me feel some kind of way, and it was from my son.
Me.
You know what I mean? So yeah, there's more of that, man. It's
That's
like, you know what I'm
dope.
saying?
That's
Get me
dope.
through my life.
That should definitely get you through the day. For
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah.
100%.
They run up to you and be like, "You're the best dad ever."
Man, my son do that shit every day.
I can see your son do that because all the stories you tell, I just feel
Dog.
like, Dad, you're super. I'm like,
Man, you should have seen my little Father's Day card he gave me.
Aww.
Cried like a bitch. Not in front of him though.
Daddy, what's wrong? It's my allergies. It's my allergies.
Like a bitch, I cried.
Where's
boy.
my Allegra?
Aww.
Yeah, that shit feel good though. It feel good just to like people acknowledge you for doing. You know what I'm saying? Not that you need it, but
Right.
it feel good to be acknowledged for doing what the fuck you supposed to. I had a bunch of Father's Day cards. This is the first year I had a bunch of them bitches. Like everybody, cousins and everything. My little cousin, her daughter did a Father's Day little card, painted her little hand, printed it, and wrote this nice little note and shit. And I was like,
This
what
for
the
Uncle
fuck?
Trouble.
Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what's
I ain't
up,
gonna lie
man.
to you. That shit cool. So I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm
And
saying? On that positive affirmation. You want to know a positive affirmation I'd like to hear? Yes, this is your pussy.
Yeah! And we're back. Welcome to the No Chaser podcast.
So many times they be lying. No.
Look, I was about to say, and let it be true.
Let it be true. Positively affirmate that shit.
Wholesome
like-
conversation.
You're like, quit lying. You know I'm just borrowing this pussy.
It's just my
I'm
turn.
just renting it. It's on lease.
It's just
Lease
my
the
turn.
vagina.
You know?
She's still
Hey,
trying to roll the
man.
miles back.
You know? I had to lighten
Roll
the
the
mood,
miles
man.
back. Dang.
That's a positive affirmation, man, because that's going to keep that man humping. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you go to work telling this, hey, nigga, she told me it was mine.
Falsified affirmation.
That's going to motivate you to know. That's why a lot of
You
them
gonna
don't.
work great that day.
See, listen. You talk to a nigga like that, you're going to get yours. You motivate that man, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep them
He told you,
motivated.
whose is this? Whose is this?
I ain't never asked that question in real life, though, but so I don't like being lied to. You know what I'm saying?
Lie to me. Fuck that.
Keep it G with me.
Lie to me for the moment. We ain't gonna worry about it after. It was all lies. Just like you tell me you love me during sex. I'm not gonna believe you.
I ignore that shit.
What? Go deaf.
I go there.
Right, I start pumping harder and shit.
Imagine coming out of that feeling, actually believing that the motherfucker love you and shit. Now you said you loved me, and now you
Like, wait, hey,
straight
hey.
dumbass.
You gotta ask him. You got any witnesses? You ain't got no
Did
witnesses
you
in
get that
no
on tape?
count.
Did you get that on tape?
Right.
Did we sign the contract?
Look, what you think that contract you signed was an NDA, bitch?
I feel like I gotta have chicks sign the NDA now.
Hello.
Fuck with me. From the shit that I done been through and how chicks act with me now, I feel like I gotta get, bitch, you gotta sign here. Oh, I'm not.
That nigga said sign here.
You gotta get old
Or it's a
school
no.
and just
Listen, that nigga Mark got a motherfucking little ink pad on the side for his thumb. He just, boop. That's my signature, bitch. You know it's real.
you know, Dave Chappelle show had that little cassette.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a ink stamp. My shit is gonna be a symbol like Prince. I'm gonna get a bop. That's my name, man.
You know, every now and again, I gotta throw something in there that really happened. I went to a chick house who had a contract. That this is a one night stand and we ain't calling each other after this. I swear to God. I
Did you
swear on
sign-
my life.
did you
Hell
sign
yeah, I
it?
signed it.
That nigga said, hell yeah, son.
Fuck the pussy. What you expect me to do? I'm trying to hit. Sign.
Like, damn, we can't like adjust.
I signed
this
it in a
clause
crayon.
and come back
Shit.
again next week one time and shit like this. Is a one night thing.
can't.
Oh, fuck.
Look, she called me back. She called me back. If you don't, they don't give a fuck. I signed it. Don't even worry about it. I
I
signed
don't think she should after she made you sign a contract. She said one
She probably
night
done dealt
stand.
with some crazy.
One night.
Fact.
That's where it came from. That's exactly where it came from. So
She had one of them little carbon copy papers on up under it, and it was custodial right for him,
signed my name and said, "Yup, it's me."
just in case this one night stand turned into a paternity court, nigga. You signed your rights away.
I was with you on this night. Whenever you signed,
Got a little carbon copy, little, you know that little
like,
yellow
yeah,
sheet, nigga.
she won the
and
first
look,
one to
there's
go
a
to
spot where it
Murray.
say witness.
with
She
some
got to sign
receipts.
too.
Yup. She the first one to go to Murray with some receipts. Now Murray. Now this between these 3 weeks, I was with him, and I got it on paper.
Goddamn paperwork is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Ain't no denying it. You signed it. That should be her slogan.
Mister, is this your
Ain't deny
Hancock
what
right
you
here?
signed.
It is. What's a little smudge? That's my cock. And it was my hand cock. Hold on, nigga. I signed.
Nigga stupid.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Let's go.
Hey, so do we have any more
Closing remarks.
Closing remarks, positive affirmations. I want to leave the audience with, we appreciate you, and we implore you to come back next week.
Implore. Okay. All right.
And we want you to call in again next week, so we'll have the number up.
Yeah, and shout out to what was that called? Jess.
Jessica.
Justin. Yeah.
Jess, that sister was
Yeah.
She was on fire,
on
boy.
it.
That Black Power shit, you about to
Listen.
incite a riot, nigga.
We grew up together.
I'm ready
When
to
I
go
tell
flip
you,
some white people shit over, nigga.
with a white chair and all, and a black hat. Listen, we come a long way. We went to church together, and it's like crazy. You know,
That's what's
the
up, though. I appreciate people to be passionate.
great
about shit
friendship
like
we have.
Yeah.
Any other remarks? Because we're going to go ahead and end it.
Close it out.
We're going to close it out tonight. We appreciate you guys. And this has been the No Chaser Podcast. And we love you. Good night.
She came with this phone sex voice.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile